Good morning. So my name is Reverend Kelly Hallock. Well, can I introduce me? This is Sophie. So I just got her recently. We're working on training for Anxiety Alert. So she's my new baby. I'm better known as Tracy Hallock's sister and George's auntie. So you see the similarities. So I'm here to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living, Tacoma. Those in person and those online, we are so glad that you are here today. Our musicians today are Yangco. I just realized I can't see. That's the problem. On the clarinet, and our special musical guest is Jim Valley with Pete Beresford on percussion. Our speaker today is Reverend Drew Ebersole. We also want to take a moment to recognize all of the wonderful souls who are helping put on the service today. India Coy Grace, Ronald Edens, Suzanne Frazier, Susan Blake, Sherry Guillard, Rose Palmer, Taylor Webb, Marge Pearson, Casey Nicholson, and Jack Stevens. We are grateful for each and every one of you. So yay! Please see your program announcements for more information about all the fantastic things happening here at CSL Tacoma. And for folks joining us online, please visit our website, csltacoma.org, and explore the heading, What We're Up To. Practitioners will be in the room at the back after service today, holding a prayer circle. Please join them if you have a need for prayer. If you're new today and comfortable raising your hand, kind of wave at us and keep it up for a moment. There you go. That way we can say hello and get packets to you. Inside the packet you'll be getting, I say, I'm looking for my packet people. Packet people. There we go. If we can get our new folks to wave at us again. We got one back there. We got one up here. There's one more up here. The gal in the black right here. Come on up. One more. One more. Come on. Right there. Got it right there. There we go. So we invite you to fill out that card and place it in the offertory plate later in the service. We also invite you to join us after service for refreshments and authentic connections. The Center for Spiritual Living Tacoma is a peaceful, loving, and joyful spiritual community connected through a shared set of values, principles, and practices. We awaken and embody an understanding of our oneness with Source and all of life. We are committed to individual transformation, healthy relationships, and being a beneficial presence in our community and the planet. Our vision is to create a world that is thriving in harmony. Your presence makes a positive difference, and you are most welcome here. And now it's time for our minister's moment with Reverend Drew Ebersole.
All right, good morning. How are we all doing today? It's a good day to be upright, as they would say. Vertical. First, there's a few quick things. Ty Minkler, who many of you know, is our board president, and he's been gone for a while because he's had to sequester because he has a new grandson, and they don't want to expose him to too many germs. And obviously, we are lots of germs in this place. So, everywhere in the world we do. So he'll be coming back next week for our member breakfast that we're having. So mark your calendars next Sunday. If you are a pledging member, you will get a free breakfast served to you by our board of trustees and our lovely staff. So come on down. It's going to be delicious. And so it starts at about, I think, what did we say, Leslie, 9:30? 8:30. 8:30. Arrive early, eat well, and then don't fall asleep during the service, okay? So that's going to be happening on the 29th. And after that, we're going to be recognizing all the new members with a special little gift. So if you are a new pledging member this year, come on and get a special gift and get recognized. We're going to have a good old-fashioned party. It'll be lots of fun. Also, I want to just tell you that we have two vibrant programs downstairs in our teens and our youth programs, and they are thriving. Many of you have seen our teens up here, and Linda Rapon, Reverend Dr. Linda Rapon has helped with this. They're so alive and bright and capable and sweet. So just know that they're happening down there. And if you know anyone that has teens or kids and is looking for a place that's safe and accepting and warm and welcoming, invite them invite them to check out what we have going on because it's really growing and burgeoning. Sherry Gilliard is a wonderful teacher, Rose Palmer, Taylor Webb. They're all phenomenally qualified, and they're doing beautiful work with their younger people. So just a word about that. Today, after service, Susan Blake. Susan, can you raise your hand? She's holding high consciousness in the back. She's just meditating to help keep us all calm, which I need a little bit because I'm on fire. I'm like, just breathe, Drew, just breathe. No, okay. But we're teaching a class, a welcoming class after service today. So what that is just a way to get oriented to our center, find out what's going on, find out who we are, what we believe. So come join us. We're going to have a few snacks and a little drink, beverages, non-alcoholic, and it'll be very enjoyable. So come and join us for that. Almost following service, almost immediately. We'll probably wait about 20, 30 minutes, and then we'll get going. But please come. Please join us for that. Also, on the 29th, there'll be a special drawing. If you're a pledging member, your name is entered into a little basket, and we pull it out, and you might receive a fabulous prize. So don't miss that. Must be present to win. Okay. Let's see. Tracy Hallock is going to be coming up and telling us about a few things. And we introduce Tracy. Come on up, and her wonderful friend George, that's her support friend. She's our new volunteer coordinator here at CSL. And if you don't know Tracy, you know she's come miles from when she first walked in here, and she's an inspiration for what can happen if you take your destiny by the horns and decide where you want to go. She's writing her own story. She's weaving her own tale. A little spoiler for today's talk. But we also want to thank Vicki Simones, who's caring for herself and for Cindy Lightman. Vicki has been our volunteer coordinator. She had to let go of that task, but she's done a beautiful job. So Vicki, if you're watching, thank you for everything. But Tracy is a woman on fire, and she's going to tell you about a couple things, volunteer coordinator, and also some upcoming events. So please welcome Tracy.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Vicki Simone. She did a fabulous job, and I'm honored to be her replacement, her new volunteer coordinator. So like Reverend Dew said, I've taken on this position, and I am so excited because I get to work with people and help them grow as well as myself. I mean, for those of you that knew me when I came here a year and a half ago, if you had told me I'd stand up here, I'd tell you you were out of your mind. And I'd probably also tell you to step back and get away from me. So it's a wonderful place, and I'm so looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you even better, and get these teams set up. I mean, we have greeters, we have a potluck. We'd like to get a kind of a set team on that. I came up this morning and I said, we should get somebody to volunteer to put in the little things on the seat backs every day after service so they're ready for the next week. There's all kinds of positions available, and I will talk a little more about that tomorrow. Or next Sunday, I should say. But, it's a great opportunity for you to get to know people and for me to get to know you. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll be sending out emails to the team leaders today to give me a list of who they already have on their team. And also I'm going to try to see if I can do a group one. Where's Leslie? Can we do a group email to everybody? Okay, saying, the same thing. Hey, here's our volunteer groups. If you're interested, let me know. And we'll get you all set up, okay? So as a volunteer coordinator, there's a couple things I'm coordinating. Does everybody know what April 25th is? Bingo!
She won the first bingo.
So like I said last week, blast. We had so much fun. And I also have another couple new ideas I'm going to do go over with Reverend Drew before I announce them. So, but last time our only drawback was we had one entire table the length of here, and it was empty. We had both the side tables going down the length pretty full, but we had an entirely empty table, and I do not want that to happen today. Our volunteers bring those tables up. They put in a lot of hard work, so let's get them filled. Okay? We'll have a great bingo event. So the other thing coming up is Food for the Soul. So today's the official kickoff. There's sign-up sheets in the back. Or I have some if you want to see me after service. And what you do, for those of you that don't remember, is you volunteer to host a party at your expense. Now, these parties can be anything. Is it up there? It was. Oh, sorry. We already have 2 parties signed up. So the second one I will have John Lloyd discuss with you next week. The first one, if you all saw the oil painting picture that was up there, my sister is a very accomplished oil painting person. Watercolor person. Forget the oil painting, we're doing watercolors. But she and I are going to host a party where she's going to teach you how to paint that apple blossom that was up on the screen a minute ago. So, and I'll be providing snacks, so that'll be a nice creative thing. John will talk about his, but if you have an idea, please. My goal is to beat last year. So last year we had 17 parties, so I want to hit 20 this year. 20 at least. If we hit 20, we're going to raise it higher, but let's go for 20 to start with. And it's real easy. You pick out something you like to do or something you want to do, and you just say, okay, Tracy, I would like to have this party on this date. Here's what it's going to be about. We'll put it up for bid. People will bid on the seats starting next month. We'll have the bidding open, and whoever wins the biddings gets to attend those parties. It's a great thing for community. It's a great thing we're family here. We're family, we're love, we're community. And these events just bring everybody together in a wonderful space. And bingo, we got that going. So that's my first 2 things as volunteer coordinator. We're coordinating those, and I hope to see you at bingo and doing a party or attending a party. Okay, thank you.
During this time, we really try to highlight what's coming up more imminently. And Jeannie Stork, Dr. Jeannie Stork, has joined our congregation and is a wonderful person. She is experienced and educated and capable of leading what's going to be coming on Wednesdays called Mind-Body Integration for right now. To know Jeannie is to love her. She is an exceptional human being with a heart of gold and a brilliant mind. And she's going to be doing something every Wednesday here at the center that's by love offering. It says no charge, but there's a love offering. You just come and offer whatever you can, whatever you feel good about, whatever's going to be supportive, and learn about physical movement, mind integration, body wellness. And she's going to tell you more about it. But she's a phenomenon to have. We're blessed to have her. Jeannie Stork, come to the stage, please.
All right, I'm Jeannie. First of all, I want to thank Drew for giving me this opportunity to be of service and also to fulfill my life's purpose. So my life's purpose is to help people through education and guidance learn to improve their mental and physical health. Health to me is not the lack of disease, rather it's the presence of vitality and ease in body and mind. And my second purpose is to be of service to humanity in some small way, because I think when we do good, we feel good. And when we put good in the world, there's more good in the world. So Tim and I moved to Tacoma about 6 months ago, and to be here for my aging parents and the rest of my entire family and my 2 adult children. Thank you. So once we got all settled in, we started looking for community and ways to be of service. And then this place happened, so backstory, I basically, as a college student, decided that I wanted to help people. In truth, I really wanted to help myself improve my worth. So I went to medical school, and after years and years of studying and training, became a physician and surgeon in the most amazing field of obstetrics and gynecology. Awesome. Learned so much, taking care of women and children from the first breath. Ushering in the first breath to navigating the last breath and all the things in between. And I learned so many things, but 2 I want to really point out. Number 1, I learned grace, taking care of an 82-year-old woman riddled with disease, cancer, abundant with vitality and ease, gratitude, and the absence of fear. And I was like, that's my life goal. Equanimity in all things. So a second important thing I learned in medicine was the universality of human suffering. I wasn't the only person with a really dark childhood. Almost everybody I've met and everybody I've taken care of has darkness in their childhood that has patterned who they are, who's changed their cellular and biology and physiology. And what I found over the years, because I was one of those obnoxious doctors that asked all of my patients a million questions in an attempt to get to know them better, to understand what makes them tick, what makes them make the decisions they make, what makes them make the life choices they make. And so I asked a lot of questions. And what I found over the years is 80 to 90% of what walked through my door was soul sickness, manifesting in physical sickness. So I was taught in medicine how to make a physical diagnosis, come up with a treatment plan, cure the body. Totally missing the boat, because if we're not taking care of the mind, and if we're not taking care of the soul, you're not going to get optimal healing. So this started a whole new journey for me. How do I help people make their souls shine? Starting with my own. So I've spent the last 10 years stepping away from Western medicine and leaning into alternative ways of practicing, really focusing on the effect that childhood trauma has on us, on our health, and our physical health and our mental health. Tim and I have spent the last 10 years leaning into soul health, spiritual health, learning to lovingly hold the mirror up to one another rather than pointing fingers at each other. So that's the beginning of mind-body integration. I've spent a lot of my life giving a lot of free health advice. I've taught yoga as a free community service for years. And this mind-body integration is kind of my attempt to bring the two together to teach people how our mind and our soul health is so intricately tied to our body and our physical health. So this class is listed as a 2-hour class. Realistically, it'll be about an hour and a half. The first hour, I'd like to focus on movement, that is yoga, Tai Chi, mindful movement inspired, teaching you to be at ease in your body, teaching you to listen to what your body is like trying to tell you. Also, getting healthier, just optimizing your physical being, and also realizing that as we heal our physical being with mindfulness, we also heal our soul and our mind as well. So that's the first hour, which will be movement, breath work, meditation. And then the second hour will be maybe a 20-minute health talk on everything. We're going to talk about the autonomic nervous system and its role in health. We can talk about trauma. We can talk about fasting, intermittent fasting, diet, insulin resistance. I mean, you name it. We can talk about all these things. And then the rest of the half hours just open up to question and answering, and also to helping to individualize movement to whatever your physical limitations are. So this is a real passion of mine. Everybody can move. I don't care if you're wheelchair bound. I don't care if you have multiple physical limitations. There is a way that I can teach you how to move and be more at ease in your body. And lastly, community, right? I mean, to be in the presence of people that want to do good for themselves first and then for others is just a beautiful thing. So to be able to develop a community of intentional people that are coming to just improve everything together and to lift each other up, and to be able to have somebody that's in a chair doing yoga next to a well-practiced yogi, that's my passion. So once again, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do this. It's going to kind of develop organically because I've never kind of done this format, so I'm open to feedback and looking forward to working with you all and helping you be more at health. That's it. Yeah.
So that's every Wednesday at 5. And invite other people that you might know or friends, because I think the benefits are going to be outstanding. We now have things happening every night of the week here. So this place is active, and you're all part of that. And what you're seeing demonstrated here today is people can shine brightly as they are, who they are. You don't have to be any different. Just be you and be fully you and show up in community that's celebrating everyone together. That is a world that thrives in harmony, and that's our vision. And you're making that real. So that's beautiful. Lovely. Okay. So practitioners, could you all raise your hands, all the practitioners? Practitioner means a person that's practiced at the art of manifesting or creating or consciously treating for things in life. They meet every day back there after service for you to step in and in a safe, confidential space, express what you need and be able to do it in community. But they're also available for individual sessions. So seek them out, find out who they are, and connect with them, especially if you're seeing anything in your life that's not coming about the way you want it to, or you want to celebrate that which is. They are there for you. We are here for you, okay? And it works. It works like gangbusters. I am standing here before you today because of that technology. I didn't know if I was going to be able to walk again. I didn't know if I was going to be able to talk again. And all those things came about because I consciously created it with the help of the healers and the people around me. So it is real. You can bank on it. All right, okay. All right, we also have what we believe. And one thing I want to say about what we believe, we've been highlighting these things. We believe in the power of oneness, the truth of oneness. And it fits in with my talk today. Literally, we are all woven together as one. And we are connected in all ways, manners that you might not even imagine. So oneness is not just a theory. It's an actual realization of the interconnectedness of all of life. Spirit, mind, body integration, everything you're feeling, bingo, that's all one. Come and be one with bingo. No, I joke, but really, honestly, it's connecting to everything in a way that's refreshed and real and beneficial to the world. We also have gratitudes. They're in the chairbacks. You can fill them out and submit them. I always say, you write them, I read them, and here we go. And since we're one, this gets to be your gratitude too. So take a deep breath and take a ride on the gratitude train. Woo, woo. All right, here we go. The arrival of spring and the first seedlings in the garden, a wonderful community here in Tacoma. The power of my body to heal and grow strong. Snow in the mountains. And then she wrote, powder nuke, which means I love powder skiing. Okay, all right. Angels watching out for me. Unconditional love from my friends. This place of love and connection and the new job, swimming daily, and my animals. I'm grateful for knowing this is a safe space. Grateful for knowing that this is a safe space. You are safe and celebrated here. And the last thing we have, the light of our teens, River, Max, Cisco, Lily, and their powerful program. And it just says, goosebumps. Woo! I feel it. So let's hear from our wonderful musicians and some beautiful music that we have. Oh, first, an opening prayer. No, first a prelude. Benny, take it away. All right. We're experimenting with a new order of service, so I'm still trying to get it right. So take us away, Benny.
Good morning. And if you choose to close your eyes and go to that spot within you where Spirit dwells, no doubt. Even if you say, I'm not sure I know what that is, it's there. Just know that in the stillness, the divine rises up in you. The divine is the very essence of you. And it unfolds beautifully from you, manifested from Spirit. You are the God stuff. You are the divine that goes out into the world. And the beautiful thing about that is that it's reciprocal. There is no you without Spirit, and there is no Spirit without you. I know that as we live our lives, we encounter all kinds of stuff. And sometimes it's tough. And sometimes it's absolutely lovely. Gather all of that in. Know that it was divinely created just for you, whatever the moment is. And love that moment. Love that moment, no matter how it presents itself to you. Tough choices, find the light there. It's there. In celebration, it's obvious. In victory, it's obvious. But even in some of the times when it's not so sweet, that light is there. That perfection is there. Bring that to the forefront of your life and know that it's true. And if you have trouble, if you need something else, ask somebody else to know it for you. Ask somebody else to know that truth about you, to hold you in that beautiful place, that divine place. There's angels all around you. And know that it's all done in this beautiful way, this beautiful, precise way. It's all synchronicity. It's all plays out exactly the way it's supposed to. I know that it's true of you, and I know that it's true of me. So I just say thank you, sweet Spirit. I am so grateful this week. I am so grateful this day. I am so grateful for each one of you here. I just say thank you, and so it is.
This is a grand piano. Can you see that? Oh, Drew.
I said it's Jim that makes it grand.
So it's springtime. Can we believe that? Is that wonderful? Yes. So this is a springtime song, and I'd love you to sing part of it with me. And it's easy lyrics, so maybe you'll sing along. But it starts like this. Once upon a morning springtime, evergreen by the sea, there's a place lots of kind people live their lives simply. And in the springtime, when winter's gone, plant the gardens and sing the songs and sing the songs. La la hi li li, la la hi li, la la hi li li, la la hi li. Will you try that with me? La la hi li li, la la hi li, la la hi li li, la la hi li. We'll have a celebration on a hot summer day. Can you hear the children singing? Singing as they play, singing on their way in the springtime. Through the fall, through this winter, well, here's summer's calling. Here it comes. La la hi li li, la la hi li, la la hi li li, la la hi li. We'll be dancing high in the fall, reap the harvest. Peace over all, over all, over all. La la hi li li, la la hi li, la la hi li li, la la hi. One time. La hi li li, la la hi li, la la hi li, la la hi li.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Benny. I have a couple little readings for you. The first is from Henry Ward Beach, and he says, "We sleep, but the loom of life never stops, and the pattern which was weaving when the sun went down is weaving when the sun comes up in the morning." And the second is by Anita Moorjani. "In the tapestry of life, we're all connected. Each one of us is a gift to those around us, helping each other be who we are, weaving a perfect tapestry together."
You got me singing in the truck. It's gonna take a lot of luck to get back on the road where we both belong. Now coming from the shadow, dark side of the moon, yeah. Daylight she breaking soon, sunlight shining bright on my face, sends out a wish to the whole human race. Love ye one another, we are sisters and we are brothers, and on this promised road, magical land. Taking years, too many tears, learning hard to drop these fears. Help on high, we are coming home on time, coming home. Back and staring up into the sky, and sometimes it seems that I can fly, and the love in my heart could embrace this whole world. Now and then I find a friend who reflects a life within and points away when I can't find my own. So coming from the shadow, dark side of the moon, daylight she break comes through, sunlight shining bright on my face, sends out a we are brothers on the promised road to magic land. Taking years, too many tears, raining hard, drop these fears. Up on high, we're coming home on time. Coming home on time. Coming home, love ye one another. Coming home, love ye one to the other. Coming home, love ye one another. Coming home on time.
Yeah. Doesn't Jim make any piano grand? That's the point right there. Beautifully done. Thank you. Well done, guys. Hi. Good morning. We are weavers, believers. Weaver, believer. What does that mean? What are we talking about this morning? We're talking about a very interesting interwoven concept throughout all traditions, spiritual, non-spiritual, personal. The realization is that we are always weaving something, always imagining these things that we're creating in front of us, always. And I want to start out by reading a few things, because I did a little research on how this theme threads throughout our whole consciousness in what we're creating as human beings and what we believe in, that we are truly weaving something. And that the mechanism of the universe itself, which we'll talk about, is actually in this theory of what's being woven in and of and around us, right? And you and I are made of that same mechanism. You know fractals? Fractals, like when you see a bigger design, like in a pine tree, and you start going down further and further and further, you see the same design replicated throughout the microscopic levels. You are a fractal. You are one and of that same pine tree, but you are yet the same pattern within it that's unique and beautiful, just as you are. When we saw Jeannie come up, or Kelly, or Tracy, or anybody that's up here speaking, or India skulking back up to the booth, she's a fractal, and a wonderful fractal, right there, right? Ronald upstairs, all the musicians, they are all unique and expressing themselves fully. That's what a weaver believer is. It's you believe in yourself. Absolutely, just as you are right now. Not having to be like anyone else or compared to anyone else. You stand perfect and beautiful in your own divine glory right here and right now. That's a powerful realization for the world. And that's not with hubris or pride. That's with great humility, knowing that you're part of that fractal. So when you shine, the whole shines. It's of service to the one. That's what oneness is in our unique and diverse and inclusive form. You get to shine. You get to sparkle just as you are. And it might be quiet and sensitive and sweet. And it might be a little more like me, a little out there, right? A little like, whoa, let's go, baby. Doesn't matter. It's perfect and unique, just as it is. So what is this theme? This golden thread that runs through our loom of life of what we're weaving. So this is a little of the work, and I'm just going to read a few things here, so stay with me. In Christianity, in all of our forms of all religion, we're going to start with Christianity. The tapestry of redemption. It's written in the Bible about how God uses broken threads of a person's past, their pain, their losses, the mistakes, and weaves them into a beautiful, purposeful life, offering beauty from the ashes. You are beauty from the ashes. The weaving words in the Bible translation, that Bible translators often speak of their work as weaving the divine truths of Scripture into cultures and languages, creating a tapestry of global faith. And Christ was a weaver in the spirit of life. And in Psalms 139, it says, "You knitted me together in my mother's womb, intricately woven in the depths of the earth." You knitted me together in my mother's womb, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. You are divine tapestry walking around on this planet. Literally, figuratively, beautifully. In Hinduism, the loom of the mind, the Saint Kabir famously wrote and spoke of the weaving of the name of God on the loom of his mind. For him, every movement of the shuttle that was thrown across was a silent chant, and the finished cloth was a garment of the divine. Overcoming dualities, he viewed that the warp and weft, and by the way, warp and weft, who's a weaver and knows what warp and weft is? Who does no idea what warp and weft is? And thinks that warp drive is something out of Star Trek? All right, okay, all right. Geek test, I passed. Everybody else did too, that's good. All right, warp and weft. The warp is the linear threads, and the weft is the thread that goes across it. So the warp, in a way, kind of speaks to that. You've heard Darlene speak about that divine creation, that awareness of what's around us, above us, through us. And the weft is our life right here as we're weaving it through that divine, back and forth, creating unspeakably beautiful patterns, right? So the warp and the weft. It said we're overcoming joys and sorrows and spirit and matter, and by weaving them together, we seek a truth that achieves a state of harmony with oneness and our Creator. That warp and the weft, right? That's cool. All right, Muslim, the Creator as the great weaver. And life has finally woven fabric in a shawl where longing and clarity are that warp and weft. The longing and the clarity. And made of the fabric of life rich beyond measure. In Buddhist, the interconnectedness of everything. The warp and the weft represent the interdependence of all things and a foundational Buddhist concept. So we are with all things and woven into them with every word, every action, every breath, every look, everything we do. That there's presence. Weaving speaks of a meditative process that encourages being present in the moment. A weaver has to very much concentrate on being present in the moment, fostering mindfulness and calming the mind. Reconnection, the practice, is often viewed as a way to heal the fragmented self by reconnecting with one's spiritual source and turn raw materials into meaningful patterns. I love that. Raw materials into meaningful patterns. There is nothing without meaning in your life. Even as you sit here and think maybe of things that are challenging or difficult, they're perfect threads for you to weave something extraordinary. In Jewish, weaving is deeply rooted as symbolizing the creation of the world, the structure of life, the interconnectedness of community. This is the Jewish tradition. And the process of thinking itself is connected in Jewish speech and concepts. The thinking itself with weaving. The Hebrew word think is shavaz. It's derived from the root word to weave. So the root word of think in Hebrew is to weave. To think is to weave. To think is to weave. In Science of Mind. Who's heard of Science of Mind? That's what we are founded on. The concept that our minds can do this. Weaving mind, body, and spirit. Wednesday nights with Janine. Modern spiritual narratives highlighting weaving as a holistic practice using bio, psycho, social, spiritual dimensions for optimal health and wellness, often in the context of meditative and holistic practices. The tapestry of collective consciousness. Stories often emphasize that individuals do not weave their tapestries alone, but each person is a thread that interacts with the others, creating a shared, dynamic, and powerful tapestry. Every thought is a string. That thread you put forth and strengthen, that's your tapestry. That depends on your intention, your skill, your belief, and the weaver, the believer, can create anything you wish. In music and art, you've heard weave a good tale. Did you weave a story about this, right? That's a story of thread of what you're telling through art and music, and that the strands of music themselves, as we heard earlier, they go out there and the waves weave something in our hearts and minds. Indigenous cultures. The Koji people of Colombia consider their homeland a sacred spiritual plane named Luna that holds all of life and energy, and weaving is the vital act of communication with that spiritual realm and the means of maintaining balance and connection with the universe, with each pattern reflecting cosmic order with everything we do. Science. Who loves science? Who believes in science? I believe in science. Ronald believes in science. He's my science guy. Cellular memory. So people talk about how in the strands of DNA, right? Literally how it's woven together, that we can have molecular scars of things that we've experienced that persist throughout generations. So sometimes we're carrying things that aren't even our experience, that were our parents, our grandparents, or so on and so forth, all the way back. That's woven into us. And that's not a bad thing if we can see it and recognize it and use it. It's not harmful if it's woven in the fabric of who we are. Weaving as mathematics. Traditional patterns are deeply rooted in mathematical principles. For example, weavers studied the ethnologist and complex numerical rotation of geometric patterns to create intricate designs. There's math in weaving. And here's what I love, really love. String theory. String theory! I was like, yeah, there it is. It's a theoretical framework in physics proposing that the universe's fundamental constituents are not just point particles, but rather tiny, vibrating strings of energy. These strings vibrate at different frequencies and create various subatomic particles, offering a potential theory of everything that reconciles quantum mechanics and general relativity. String theory. What you're seeing is fractals in all this, what looks like different thinking patterns. String theory might be literally the energy that the universe spins into creation. You are spun into creation. We are spinning creative power with everything we're doing. What you are weaving here is a tapestry of extraordinary delight and beauty, of extraordinary compassion and feeling real, of strength that is unbreakable. You are unbreakable. We together are unbreakable. We are the force that's going to help evolve our human consciousness through any sense of division, separation, or illness. We're the source that's going to heal and hold and love and be compassionate with everything. Doesn't mean everything's perfect at all. It means that that's woven into the fabric of you perfectly. Do you sense that? That's who you are. So why is this so important? Why does this matter so much? Because we are living the legacy and the gift of who we are, of what we've been given, the gift to be the weaver. Weaving itself, as we know it on this plane, began about 30,000 years ago. And it has enormous benefits to us. Intergenerational dialogue, social connections, economic empowerment for many people weaving in the world that we buy that cloth and we feel it and we use it. The repetitive, methodical actions of weaving serve as a mindfulness practice that reduces stress. So it has all these kind of health and wellness benefits too. It lowers blood pressure. It boosts self-esteem. It helps with your immune system. Cognitive and creative energy weaving engages the entire brain, combining logical patterning with artistic creative expression. You're using your whole brain when you weave. And this doesn't have to be just literal weaving. It's the consciousness of what you're weaving every single day. So the spiritual tradition of weaving is as profound as life itself. It's our oneness. It's a realization that the stories we weave and the relationships we weave and the way we cry and suffer and love and everything, that's all this beautiful pattern and fabric you're creating. It also helps us dramatically to change our stories, to see things from others' perspective by holding their threads as we hold our own in realization. If we don't, we can get lost in assumptions. How many of you make a gross amount of assumptions every day? Absurd. I make a lot of assumptions. Do you know the data on that is they're about 80 to 90% incorrect? Clocked by Brene Brown and her research. That's astounding. You mean I'm living my life based on assumptions that are almost always wrong? So here was an example. I heard a therapist speak about this the other day when I was doing a little research for the talk, and she said she got a letter. She's a therapist that has advice columns and helps people with their problems. And the letter said, "Dear therapist, I'm at wit's end. My husband and I haven't been connecting for the past 6 months, and I just realized I've heard him talking to a coworker late at night, a female that he knows, and I know that he's having an affair. And this is going to destroy our family. It's going to destroy everything we are, and I don't know what to do about it." A few weeks later, she received a second letter, and the letter said, "Dear therapist, my mother recently died, and every time I try to bring it up with my wife, she shuts me down and doesn't want to hear about it. And I'm grieving deeply, and I'm deeply sad. And I found a coworker at work that will listen to me and help me grieve. And so I'm feeling guilty because I'm spending some time talking to this coworker, but it's the only way I can find relief from this deep sense of loss." And she realized that was the same couple. Now, what they can spend time doing is trying to really seek and understand what the other person is going through so they can weave their stories together and create a new tapestry of healing. Because in there is a potential for possible moving forward. And who knows what that looks like? It doesn't have to look like anything we think. It means that we're healing what's inside of us that's causing that pain. That's where a lot of that traumatic pain comes from, is our assumptions, our beliefs that those things are static, that they're not to be understood. But is there a way we can pick up the threads of those around us through understanding and find out what's really going on? It doesn't mean we don't have to make decisions and tough choices, but it means we don't get caught in believing everything's against us or we're separate from everything. Or that person's like obtusely cruel and doesn't care. It's almost never the case. It's always a misunderstanding that you can heal through weaving it together. The other way, for me, physically. So when I had the brain tumor, they had to cut the nerve, the strand, the string of my fabric that was able to move the right side of my face. I was completely facially paralyzed on the right side. And it was really tough. I mean, that was maybe one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through, is to feel like I had half that face and couldn't smile. I used to have dreams that I could smile fully again. Do you know how blessed you are to be able to smile with your whole face? And I do that now on the inside. I can feel all of me smile, so I'm not missing anymore. But how that works is that through the miracle of modern medicine, my surgeon was able to take part of my facial nerve and reconnect it to the jaw nerve, which was severed, and I got a little bit of motion in my right side. I can wink like that. My clenching my jaw, which would have come in handy had I not been married to CJ and couldn't wink at other people. But I wink at her all the time, like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" And for those of you who don't know, CJ is the love of my life and my wife, and I offer immense gratitude every day. I can't tell you how much I love her and how much she stood by me through this process. She was incredibly strong at weaving that together for me, and I just want to acknowledge you for that. I didn't expect to say that, but I'm glad I did. Thank you, honey. She's an amazing weaver. But they wove together that fabric of my physical body, the strands, and created something in me that I could then feel like I had something where I could utilize that, where I didn't have facial droop, where I was able to be, in my mind, whole again. And realizing that it was whole either way, it didn't matter. But the miracle of weaving, he was a weaver. Another story that I thought of when I heard this. Where it can change your thinking, it can change your body, and it can change the course of history. There was a warlord in India named Ashoka. And Ashoka was savage. Ashoka had conquered so many peoples. And after a particularly bloody battle, in which there were literally hundreds of thousands of bodies strewn across this field, he stood there and kind of looked at the devastation and the loss and the bloodshed and the death and the violence and the anger. And out in the field, he saw this little figure. He kind of stepped closer and he watched. And it was a Buddhist monk that had picked wildflowers and was going to each body and laying a flower on them and loving them, blessing them with all of his heart. One by one, undaunted by the blood and the loss, he'd lay a flower on that being, and he'd lay a flower on that being and bless them, and he'd lay a flower on that being. And that warlord saw this, Ashoka, and they say he fell to his knees. And he wept. And all of that hatred and violence and separation was gone. And he felt in that moment the loss of all the souls that he had commanded to lose, to die. And he went to that monk and he said, "I am bare before you. Be my teacher." And Ashoka became one of the greatest saints for spreading Buddhism throughout the land that the world had ever seen in that time. He became a benefactor for Buddhist practices. He gave up the violence and the anger and the hatred. And he became a lover of life and a connector of peoples. And why? Why? Because that Buddhist monk fiercely believed and committed to a practice of compassion and caring, and not even having a thought about where it was leading, just doing it. He was a weaver, believer in the principles of Buddhist compassion and love unconditionally. Every flower he laid down was the weft in that warp. Every flower, and that tapestry changed the world. So just imagine what you can do with your smallest intentions and belief. You can weave something that you never imagined was possible. And it doesn't have to be grand or amazing. It just has to be you doing what you know and you love in the most wonderful ways. So how do we do this? Well, you can start at any time, doesn't matter. doesn't matter what you did weave or haven't weaved. It matters what you're weaving today, right now, right here. And so what we're going to do is a little exercise. And this is completely unscripted. Not that much of what I do isn't completely unscripted. But I would like 4 volunteers to come to the stage. You got to be able to physically move around a little bit. We're going to try something. So do I have 4 people? Gloria. All right, come on up. In the back, come on up. Come on up. That's great. We got our 4. Come on up. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Gary. Come on up. You were a little late, a little slow. All right. So each of you are going to pick a strand, a thread here. Grab a thread and pull it apart. Grab a thread. All right. Grab a thread, Gloria. Which one do you want? You want that one? Okay. Now, give me one end, if you would, please. And here's what we're doing. We're going to do a little bit of a physicalization of what it is to be a weaver and a believer in our community. So you can see if we're separate, there's first of all, there's not much strength. And if I pull hard enough, I can pull the string away, right? Sorry. Give me a little rope burn there. So there's not much strength there. And if I pulled really hard and they pulled, they would snap, right? There's not much strength there. So what I'd like you to do is demonstrate, without any prompting, a way that you want to intertwine and weave these together, coming back forward in some way. And I want you to show through practices and principles of communication, love, support, honoring, a way that you can twine these together, weave these together in a way where you're all going to hold them at the end. So how do you want to do it? Good, good. How do you want to spin them? Is there a spinning? Okay, keep going, a little bit more. Everybody, dream weaver, weave me a dream that'll get me through the night. Okay, good. Now we'll accelerate a little bit by coming together and just sort of holding them all together. There you go. I want you to take the other ends, and I want you to each put them in each of your hands so you're holding the entire threads together. All right? So we're going to imagine they're all woven together, and you're each holding them together. All right? Wow. The pull on this is tremendous. And look at the beauty of what they've woven, the interconnected, the colors of it. I can't break this. This is unbreakable. Oh, easy. But I can fall, that's for sure. So what did you do? What happened there? Tell our congregation what you experienced when you were doing this.
We conspired against you.
They conspired. What else?
I became closer through eye connection to people I'd never met before.
What else? What did you experience?
Communication.
Communication.
We took some chances.
We took some chances.
I just followed. I just tried to empty my head, and then everyone else was very helpful. And helped guide me.
Wow. And you guys, look what you created. Look what you did, how you did it. Let's hear it for our weavers. Here, hold on. Come back for 1 second. Here she's going. Come here. You get to be the weaver believer for this morning.
Oh,
Okay.
beautiful.
All right. So what did you all witness when you saw that? What did you see? Cooperation. Collaboration. What was that? Spontaneity. Shared roles, focus, goals, shared goals. Beauty. Laughter. Was it perfect? Did it all fall out perfect? Well, it did ultimately, but did you see that we were able to go with it, and they did so beautifully? Thank you guys for coming up and being willing to do that. And that's a more obtuse example of what you're doing all the time in this community. Every time you're here, and why your presence matters so much, is you are a weaver. You are weaving. Those literal thought strings, they are strands that go out from you, and you create. Let's take a second now, and I know it'll take a minute, but let's take a minute now, and let's connect with the people around you, weaving with them. Remember, our symbols are, if someone waves, they just want to wave back. If they want a handshake, they'll do this, or high five. If they want a hug, they'll do hands. But I want you to consciously imagine how you're weaving the fabric of our community with each greeting, gesture, and offering of compassion and connection. So let's go forward and weave. Let's come back. Oh.
I love you too.
All right, come on back, weavers. Come on back. Come on back. All right. Everybody take a deep breath in together and let it out. Gary reminded me that in the exercise, people were breathing together. They were breathing together. They were conscious together. They were weaving, breathing, believing, receiving, conceiving, all these evings. We're eving. So notice how you feel right now. Notice what you've done with your warp and weft, what you've created, what you're weaving, the patterns that you're weaving. And then I have a little image about a tapestry that we can bring up. This is an actual tapestry. And it's in someone's house, and it's just showing how they utilize thread and color and design to make something extraordinary that symbolizes our entire galaxy. Look at that. That's you. That's in you. That's in your heart and mind now. When you can realize that any difficulty, any pain, any challenge only helps reveal that pattern within you. That's you. That's us. That's our galaxy of love that we are creating here. And I don't just say that as a way of a platitude or a positive statement to help us a little bit. That's a reality. That's a reality. It's real. What we're finding out, what we know now, is that through every measurable way we can imagine, we are constantly creating and weaving. And that's you. So the awareness is that you are always weaving something. So to be intentional and conscious about what you're weaving is a way to make it extraordinary. There was a man who had fallen on extraordinarily hard times. And he found himself eating out of a dumpster one day with nowhere to go. And he sat with that, whatever he'd found, that dumpster, that piece of rotten food, and was trying to consume it. And he realized he needed to start weaving something different in his life. And he did. And he began to write and create. And much like Darlene's a scribe and gets messages, he got messages and got understandings and truths that he shared. And his name is Neil Donald Walsh. And the book he wrote is Conversations with God. It came out of absolutely being lost and not found. And what he wrote was, the day will come when you will review your life and be thankful for every minute of it, every hurt, every sorrow, every joy, every celebration. Every moment will be a treasure to you, for you will see the utter perfection of your design. You will stand back from the weaving and see the tapestry. You will weep at the beauty of it. You will weep at the beauty of it. So all your thoughts, all your words, all your actions, all that we're designed of makes you a weaver and a believer to spin a tapestry of untold beauty for our world. We need that tapestry now more than ever. We need you more than ever. So practice, 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 and become a weaver believer of extraordinary wonder. I love you. Bless you. Thank you very much. So would our greeters please come forward? So what you're doing with this donation, your generosity, is you're offering something extraordinary as you're weaving it into that basket. Weave. Think of always what you're doing with these thoughts, these feelings, these words, these actions. And as it goes by you, bless it and weave more into it. So it goes forward and does some really beautiful things in our world, okay? And I want to tell you also that Susan reminded me that after service or class, we're going to be weaving together and understanding what it is to be a member here, to be committed and understanding what you bring here together, and saying that I want to be a weaver in this community. We are weaving something beautiful. So let's say our blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. With infinite gratitude, so it is. So thank you for your generosity. We appreciate it. We're grateful for everything you offer. And look what we're weaving together. Thank you. Bless you.
It's all okay. I just do that for attention. So once again, if you choose to close your eyes, and how do you feel at this moment? I feel full. Do you feel full? Do you feel the energy by the sitting next to your neighbor, the person behind you? Not anybody you're even touching. Just their beautiful energy. That's the weaving. That's the fractals. That's the star stuff of which we're all made. And we are blessed to be here together. So blessed to be here. That we have this place where we are all safe, celebrated, joyful, tearful, grieving. All those things. We have this place that we can come to anytime. We have all of this community that supports each one of us in any way that we need. It's there. And I am so grateful for your presence. So grateful for all these beautiful, beautiful faces, these beautiful souls. I am so grateful. And so I just let it go now, knowing that before I speak the words or say anything, it's already done in God. It's already done in spirit. All you need to do is open your arms and let it fall upon you. It's all there just for you. So I just say thank you, thank you, thank you, sweet spirit. And so it is.
I feel good. You feel good? Is this on? No. Yes. Feel good tonight? Okay. Sounds like. It's all right. It's all right. Feel good tonight. It's all right. It's all right. We feel good tonight. Come to me when you're feeling low down. Come to me when your world's spinning round. Come to me, you know who I am. I say, I'm your main man. Sing to me when the song's all gone. Run to me when you can't move on. Come to me, children, you know what I do. I give my love to you. It's all right. It's all right. Feel good tonight. All right. It's all right. We feel good tonight. Healing love, rising and shining. Living river, a taste so fine. Lift you up when you are low. Now, oola, 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 such a place to go now. Play to me with our heart and soul. Run to me when you never grow old. Come to me, children, you know what I do. I give my love to you, to you. I give my love. It's all right. It's all right. Feel good tonight. All right. It's all right. We feel good tonight. Say, Lord, we feel good tonight. Our Lord, we feel good tonight. Woo, woo. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Feel good tonight. It's all right. It's okay. We feel good today. It's all right. All right. Feel good tonight. All right. It's all right. We feel good tonight. Lord, we feel good tonight. Our Lord, we feel good tonight. Woo, woo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It's all right.
So go forth today and be an incredible weaver, and we will weave a world that works for everyone. Go!
Three prayers.